A Portland school is returning to some in-person learning tomorrow, but with an extra set of precautions that have nothing to do with COVID-19. Our Fox 12's Kendra Kent joins us now live outside of the Cottonwood School to explain why the playground there will be closed tomorrow. Kendra?
Yeah, that's right, Bonnie, and it does have to do with pink flags that are dotting the playground. I'll step out of the way here. You can see one of them. There's several more of these pink flags, and school officials say that they mark where munitions have been found on the playground. So items such as pepper balls and other weapons used against the crowds of sometimes violent protesters right next door at the ICE building. Now, parents, teachers, and even lawmakers say they are fed up with these police tactics, and they're going to be holding a rally here tomorrow in their own protest. It's finally back to the classrooms Monday here at the Cottonwood School, but teachers and parents are worried about more than just COVID and social distancing.
I'm glad the playground is closed, even though it's really a bummer for my daughter that she won't be able to play there because I don't think it's safe.
There won't be any recess on the playground because staff and parents worry it could be contaminated with chemicals. And school officials say several crowd control munitions like pepper balls have been found among the play equipment.
I never would have dreamed in a million years that I would be here in 2021 fighting the U.S. government to get them to stop using chemical weapons at my kids' public school playground.
It's an alarming consequence for this school that shares a property line with this ICE building, leaving a neighborhood feeling uneasy after more than a year of skirmishes between federal agents and the protesters that have repeatedly targeted the building, calling for the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to be dissolved and demanding better treatment of immigrants and refugees. The crowds, sometimes violent and destructive, have been met with tear gas and other crowd control agents by DHS officers tasked with guarding the facility.
We recognize, as alarming as this contamination is, it does not begin to compare to the abuses that ICE inflicts on immigrant and refugee families in our country.
Kate Sheriff is leading a coalition of parents who are demanding federal officers to use a different response to protesters, especially as students return to the school.
Now we're finally trying to have a tiny bit of normalcy by going back to school. Their playground isn't even open. And if there's use of more chemical weapons, then potentially the school will have to close.
It comes as the clashes between officers and protesters still continue. Saturday night, independent media PDX took this video showing a fire set right outside the building. In another video, you can see federal officers firing something on the crowd. Then smoke starts billowing. Fox 12 did reach out to the Department of Homeland Security to inquire about what type of crowd control agents were used Saturday. A DHS spokesman did not respond to our question. But that DH spokesperson did respond to our other questions, including saying that the cause of the fires right now are under investigation. They also said that no arrests have been made at this time. Now, that parent group that will be holding the protest here tells us that it sent a letter to DHS 10 weeks ago asking about what type of munitions have been being used here, and also demanding that they stop using that tear gas and chemicals. They say so far they have not received any type of response from DHS. We also asked DHS about that. They didn't respond to us about that question either. Now, we will have a link online at kptv.com with more information about the rally that will be held here at the Cottonwood School tomorrow. Reporting live tonight in South Portland, Kendra Kent, Fox 12 Oregon.